Man, we in here. Let me go ahead and do my Ash Cash live because I just like my little live intro. Um, I got my banner. I got my banner. Where Ash at? Where Ash at? And I'm also gonna give a couple people some chance to get in here because yeah, that's what we do. We give them a chance to log in. Um, and if you can share, if you have any socials, I am live on everything. And yeah.
Go. Yo, what's up, guys? Ash Cash, the financial motivator, and you are now tuned in to the Blowing Bubbles podcast. Guess what, y'all? Stay popping. Let's go. Go. Yo, what's up, guys?
Nope, not twice. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's popping? How you doing, King?
I'm good. I'm good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm grateful. I'm blessed, man. You know, Atlanta got hit with some tragedy today. So yeah. Oh, you haven't heard there was a school shooting today.
Oh, and Winder.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Oh no, that's
Yes. So it's north. For those of you who don't know, it's a little north of Atlanta, but how it hit me, that's one of my grandbabies' home school. That's They live in Bethlehem, which is Barrow County. So I found out at Walmart and I was like, wait a minute, what?
yeah.
So it hit home today for me, for sure.
That's crazy, man.
Yes, yes, yes. But we kind of just jump right into talking. Man, listen, everybody, I'm going to make sure that my people on Facebook and YouTube are tuning in. If you don't know, man, this is Jamal. So, what do you prefer going by, Jamal?
Jamal, Mr. J. I think they know me by Mr. J.
Mr. J. Okay, okay. We're gonna really meet Mr. J in the bubble zone today. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Um, how hold on, let me tap into this Facebook situation. And okay, we good. Whoo! Anybody in here, make sure you share this thing. We want as many people to enjoy this as possible because we're gonna have a good old conversation tonight with Mr. J. Share, share, share. And let me know in the comments where you coming from. And maybe y'all get to ask Mr. J a question. If you're not familiar, make sure y'all hit that TikTok up. Oh man, them videos be killing me. They so dope. They so dope. I love it though.
Appreciate that.
All right, Mr. J. Welcome to the Blowing Bubbles podcast live at 8045.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Oh man, yeah. So you are an Atlanta guy. You an original Atlanta guy.
Yeah.
Are you still reside in the metro area, or you moved west maybe?
I'm in LA now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why I live. That's why it's still bright outside.
Okay, got you. Yeah, you kind of blew up on us. I was checking out your journey. You have a very incredible journey. But I have to ask directly because something that I read don't sound right. How long have you been doing the content like that?
Um, like a year or two.
That's what so that's what didn't sound right to me. That's remarkable. Like
Yeah.
that's not everybody's journey. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Like 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
do you know how big you are?
I'll still be humble, so like I just be chilling, like.
OMG. You're truly an overnight sensation. Man, that's like, and I'm real big on words. You got me kind of stuttering right now.
Oh, well, thank you.
2 years.
Yeah.
What was the push? What was the inspiration to make you start doing those videos and the eating? That's a
Well, it's like I was looking at my life and I wasn't happy with where I was, and I knew that what I was doing at the time wasn't what I wanted to do. And I knew
Mm.
that if I continued it, then I would be full of regrets. I wouldn't be the best father or the best husband that I could be. And I was like, I can't do it. Like I had tried working for Amazon before I blew up, and it didn't work out, like,
Mm.
and I sat at home, and I was just scrolling on social media. I was kind of depressed, you know what I mean? Like, and because while I was working on my son, he was like maybe 9 or 10 months at the time, and I was so focused, like so like stuck on like I gotta see him walk, take his first steps.
Mm.
And I was so afraid that I would be at work that when he walked, I wouldn't get a chance to see it. And so I won't say luckily, but I got fired and I was able to see him walk. But I was still like depressed because like that was cool and all, but like bills still had to be paid. You know what I mean? Like business still had to be handled. So I was just scrolling on social media and I was like, man, I can do this, man. Like, and one day I was just chilling, and my wife, she brought me a plate, and I was like, "Babe, hey, film me." And she was like, "Why you eating?" And then I was like, "Yes, just trust me." And she was like, "Okay," you know what I mean. And then next thing you know, the video blew up, and before you knew it, she started bringing 5, 6 plates. Just, yeah, come on, we got film. Come on, we got film. Like, and we just started pushing our country and just started going like. Yeah, so
Oh, that's so dope. Shout out to your help me. You got your good thing, man. Oh my goodness. That's
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. So
So it was deliberate, but dang, did you really think that 2 years ago, did you think you'd be living the life you're living now?
I didn't like it just happened so quickly, like I went from like 6,000 followers on TikTok to 100,000 and then to 1 million within 3 months. And then in
Wow.
6 months it got to 2 million. So it's like I'm almost at 3 million now, and it's like
Yeah, you like
it's still
2.9.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's still surreal. Like
Sheesh.
it's still
That's
surreal.
that's amazing. It's a testament to the world we live in and the power of the internet and social media. People have zero excuses. I mean, you just told your wife, just film me.
Yeah.
Something so simple. She brought you a plate of food and you told her to film you, and the video went viral, and y'all just kept doing it, and then she brought more food in it, and it
Yeah.
became the thing.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are not familiar with Mr. J, his videos, he's always eating something, and he has these topics, like, in their everyday topics that we all deal with as parents. And he's always eating, number one, but the topics, his composure is so regular, it'll make you sit there like biting your nails, like, is he for real? Did this really happen? So now tell me about your topics. Where do you get your subject matter ideas from?
So when we first started, a lot of it was, simple as what do teens go through, what did I go through, and how would I react in a certain situation. And so I would just like I got in my phone, I do my notes, and I might just have an idea come to my head, and just like, ooh, you know what, the son got a girl pregnant, the daughter got pregnant this time, and then how would I react in this situation, and then she bring the food and we just go. So yeah, a lot of people think it's scripted, but it's improv. Everything is improv. Like
Oh, that's so, oh
yeah.
my goodness. That makes it even more incredible because it's all like some of the things like keeping your face straight. Do you ever have to redo any of them, or you just straight whatever you record, you post it as is?
Nah, we do one take. Like some of the stuff when it's like extremely funny, you might see a blooper here and there. That's when I post them. But for the most part, like, because you got to think about it with the food, you can't re-eat it. You can't make it look good again.
Yeah, how about
So
that?
and I
Yeah.
come from a theater background. So it's
Uh,
like you only get one shot on the stage. You can't mess up, and if you mess up, it's only because you let the crowd know you messed up. So the show must
yeah,
go on. Like pretty much.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Now, does do you see? So what I'm feeling is you having a rise like the Medea of
Mm.
TikTok.
Oh.
You see
Okay.
taking over Hollywood like Medea did.
I see it, and I moved here because that's what I'm about to do. Like,
Hey,
yeah, yeah. I'm about to start putting my people on now.
hey, I love that. I love that. Now, are you writing as well? Are you trying to do a full production team? What's the journey looking like for you?
So
Because
the journey
you pretty much
is
got
first,
options. I'm sure you know that.
yeah, like so I want to transition from social media to having my own show and then basically like giving other people an opportunity to be a part of my platform and what I have going on.
Mm,
You know, so
okay.
I see a lot of, well, not a lot, but I see a few people who have inspired me who does that, like Country Wayne.
Yes.
He puts other actors on. Darman, I watch him, I love his stuff, you know, so headed
For
in that
sure.
direction. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, if you ever need a auntie, a crazy auntie,
Oh yeah,
a
come
funny
on.
auntie, I'm down. I'm
Come
down.
on, come on, like come on, we can make a skit for sure.
Okay. Y'all heard it here. Don't say nothing when y'all see me doing these skits. So my parents used to have a production company, and my father was like Keenan Ivory Wayans before Keenan Ivory Wayans.
For real?
Yeah, so back in the 70s, we had this thing. They would travel and do these sketch comedies. So I've been doing this like a long time.
Oh
Not to date
wow.
myself, but a little bit of long time. A little bit
That's
long.
crazy. That's dope. You know, like that's dope. I look up to Keenan Ivory Wayans because he,
Me
you
too.
know, I got a big family, so I always like what he does. He put his whole family on. Like,
Yes,
yeah.
you do. Now you have big family. Tell the folks how many children you have.
I got 9 kids.
Woo.
Yeah.
What's the age and the gender ratio? What's that look like?
So the eldest is 12, the youngest is 5 months, and it is 3 girls, 6 boys. Yeah,
Woo!
yeah,
Them girls gonna catch it.
yeah. They
They're gonna
are.
catch it. They got all those brothers. Oh, they're gonna catch it. I love that. And I love the whole family dynamic. You know, you got your wife, there with you doing the things. Um is she behind the scenes? I don't know that I really recognized her out front.
So she does like the voiceovers for the daughter, and then you know, I told her one day like, hey, listen, babe, is nobody else doing what I'm doing, especially from a mother's perspective. So you should make content. And now she almost at a 500,000 followers on TikTok.
Hey, okay,
So
what's her? Let me write that down. What is her social media?
Mama J dot love. That's her page. Like I'm Mr. J, that's Mama J.
Hey, let's
Yeah,
make sure y'all follow Mama J too. Oh,
yeah.
this is dope. I can't wait to actually get to interact with you all. I'm going to definitely any chance I get, I'm on. And I
Yeah.
travel a lot. I get on a plane. You tell me you got something for me, man. Give me a couple hours and I'm gonna have a plane ticket.
Hey, come
This
on, we out
it's a
here.
wrap. I'm for real about this life. Now, are the kids, are they fully sold out to the mission? They doing all the things.
So at first it was like, I guess for them it was just like a hobby, and they were looking, and you know we'd be filming, and they'll come knock on the door, mom, dad, da da da. But like they see how serious it is now. They know when we're filming not to even interrupt us, you know, like, and they didn't know how serious it was until they started going to school, and their friends started being like, "Hey, I watch your dad," or "You was in this video. Who is that?" Like. And they're like, that's my dad. Like, no way. You know, so Yeah, now they're ecstatic about it because they get free stuff and all of this. Like,
Oh man,
yeah,
the perks.
yeah. Like Sprayground just sent them like 15 book bags for back to school. Yeah, and Prime sent them a whole case of different drinks, a lot of stuff.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah,
Those are the things that people don't think about. You know, you got a teenager or somebody in the family that they are like really on social media, they're gaming a lot and frustrated, man. If they take it seriously, it can pay them a serious, sustainable income.
it can.
It
It can.
really, really can. And man, to hear how, the catalyst in your journey, you got fired when you were already frustrated with the possibility of missing something, a milestone in your son's life. That right there is a beautiful thing. I've been in that situation where I know I wanted to take a leap, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't quite jump off the porch,
yeah,
and then the porch just went away.
mm, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's a beautiful thing, because it doesn't allow you to even operate in fear. You just like, nope, remove the questions. Here you go.
Gotta do it. We only
Man,
live once. Got to.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Now, how do you what do you see as your next level? What are the aspirations? I know you got a couple movies you've done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, what's the next big move uh that you see taking?
The next big move is like Mr. J's house. Like I literally want my own TV show so that way, like picture like Bernie Mac meets the Cosbys, meets My Wife and Kids, like meets Al Bundy, like boom.
Oh,
That's like that's where I'm going with it.
I
Yeah,
gotta blow
like
bubbles on that one. That's dope. And those were all the favorites. The classic TV shows we all came up loving and watching. And to have all that in one,
yeah, like
subscribe
yeah.
me right now. I love that. I love that. And is there a timeline? Is it in development, or you just kind of got the idea?
um honestly, in the next like 6 months, you're gonna be seeing clips of everything. So I can't speak too much on it, but
Hey, listen, this is
yeah.
sounding a little bit exclusive-ish, so y'all can say you heard it here first on the Blowing Bubbles podcast, live at 8:45. Make sure to stay tuned in to all things Mr. J. Man. Now, when you how often, I should say, do you come back to Atlanta?
Well, we just moved back up here August 14th, so
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
coming
So
anytime
just
soon. Yeah.
yeah.
Unless
Okay.
it's business, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. And comments on YouTube said, I need to have Mama J on soon. Hey, can you make that connection happen?
yeah,
That's
yeah, let's make that happen. Let's
hey,
get
I'm
Mama
all
J
here
on here.
for it. Thank you, thank you, Cheryl Martin, for that comment. Yes. I try to watch the comments because man, people sometimes it's hard to watch the screen and the camera and all the things,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
we have some good activity. Okay, now what is home life really like when the cameras are not rolling?
Mhm.
What is life really like for you?
Oh, it's disastrous, but I love it. We have real kids. Like a lot of people just think that it's just like social media. Like, no, I have real kids. And I don't mean just like, hey dads, like I got real, will write on the wall, will like make messes and throw milk everywhere kids. Like, yeah. But it's beautiful. I love it. Like I love it.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I used to tell people my household was like Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh
Three,
yeah.
three of my four were boys, are
Yeah.
boys, and whew, and then I really went crazy and I adopted a little cousin. So I had
Really?
five. And when I had number four, the first one was only 5 years old, so they weren't even spread out. So when
Yeah.
you mentioned the
Yeah.
beautiful disaster,
Yeah.
I can totally relate. I can
Yeah.
absolutely relate. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world at all.
At
Nothing.
all. Like at all.
Yes. And is there anything like super challenging that you as a parent have had to overcome?
Um, and I don't mean to sound too textbook, but uh, unlearning and relearning everything that I was taught about parenting. You know,
Mm.
because most of us come from this authoritarian style of parenting and this, iron fist, hey, do what I say, or don't talk back. And it's not necessarily talking back, it's the whole don't ask me why thing,
Mhm.
and but through my journey, that's why I kind of love it, because through my journey on social media, it's also helped me become a better person and a better parent, because I'm like exemplifying this guy that I am on, on camera, off camera. And what kind of made it be this way was because, like, when I first started, I would look at every comment. Now it's so many I can't see it. But one comment, a guy was like, that's cool and all, but how are you off the camera? You know what I mean? Like, and this is Mr. J just coming out of the depression. So I wasn't who I am right now. And I was like,
Mhm.
I want to remain 100% authentic as possible. So I could have deleted the comment, or I could have just been like, bro, you just a hater. But I sat there and I was like, how am I when the camera goes off? And it just made me want to be that guy that I was on camera, off camera. And when I was presented with some of the craziest things that my kids would do, I would just like almost naturally handle it how Mr. J would. It wasn't even a, hey,
Mm.
think about what you would do in your video. No, it's like I was slowly becoming that guy. So I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and just say that, oh yeah, I always been this nice guy. I always been that. Like, no, I was raised and taught to whoop my kids and to be this stern guy. But when you get a little older and you try things differently, you see that, as my mom would say, like, you can catch more bees with honey than you can with
Yeah.
vinegar.
Yes.
So, that was that. And like I said, like a lot of people, they hit me up and they say, hey man, your videos help me with this and help me that. And maybe this is the first time the world is hearing it. Like, my videos help me be a better parent. So I
Mm.
believe it when people tell me that, like it helped me be a better parent. So
Wow, that's beautiful. And I would never think about, the content that you created made inspired you to be a better person, and somebody's comment made
yeah,
you reflect to make sure, like, who am I? Am I that?
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that. I love that. And that's telling of who you are inside anyway, who you already were.
Yeah.
Because somebody else may have just dismissed that comment, like, man, shut up, whatever. But that's a very telling aspect of you. I salute you for that,
Yeah,
man.
thank you for that. Thank you.
I love it. Now, are the kids content creators?
They are in the process of it. They like, so again, like I said, I had to unlearn and relearn and all this stuff again. So initially it was, and I'm not talking about as far as content, with life, it was like, hey, my kids are going to play this sport, they're going to do this career. But then as I, transitioned, it was more like, they're going to decide. If my kid comes to me and say he don't want to play ball, then I'm not going to be like, you need to play ball. You took, like, all right, cool. What else you want to do? You know what I mean? Like, so even with the content, I've seen it. You've seen it. Child actors who grow up and they're like, man, my parents forced me to this and that. Da, da, da.
Mhm.
So initially I was telling my eldest, I was like, son, come on, let's do this content. And I don't really want to. And I felt away, you know what I mean? But then I sat back and I was like, man, it's cool. Like, everything's cool. And now they're coming to me like, Dad, I want to make videos. You know what I mean? Like, Dad, can I help out? Like, Dad, can I be in this video? And I'm like, sure, man. Come on, let's do it. So, like, they came around.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Now, have you ever had to seek therapy? You mentioned the depression. Did you seek therapy, or you just kind of worked through it on your own?
I just worked through it. I mean, it wasn't like a deep depression. It was just like me being sad and just like not being the best version of myself because, I knew where I wanted to be and I knew where I was, and I mean, I love it, but it's a bittersweet thing. Like social media can either have you here or there, and watching people's lives on social media that had me feeling, down and stuff. So,
Mm.
but people don't know, man. I'm grateful for blowing up. That pretty much, I won't necessarily say cured it, but it y'all don't understand the support, the thank yous, the pictures y'all want to take. Like, you don't understand, man. Like some days I would even feel down and I go in the store and people will be like, I love your videos, man. I'm like, bro, you don't even understand that your happiness motivates me to continue to do this.
Mm.
Like, because a lot of times I'm sitting and like I do self inventory to see where I'm at, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, how I could have handled this better. And I'm like, I do this with life as well. And I'm like, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, and so when people stop me and stuff, it just let me know, like, yeah, I'm on the right track. Like, because it's not just a, hey, I love you, da da da. Like some people like that, but you get some people who just be like, listen, your videos helped me. I almost, checked out. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
or I was going through this and that. So I don't mean to start going left and
No,
stuff.
this is what I love, these type conversations. I like the not just talk about the light,
Yeah.
experience or expose the darkness too, because the concept of blowing bubbles for me was all about coping, and I was going through something that I couldn't shake it. So
Okay.
blowing bubbles is a coping mechanism. And I just
Okay.
happened to name my podcast Blowing Bubbles Podcast. So
I
we
love
all
it.
have a lot of moments that get really heavy. And sometimes you just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And it'd be the simplest thing that'll help you to navigate that. And your videos are most certainly inspiring. I love when you calmly talk through some of the heavier subjects, the my baby daddy hit me, those type things. You got bruises. What you, and while you eating,
Right.
you know, so you calmly demonstrate how a person can navigate that. What is the inspiration? Do you know anybody like that, or you really just start filming who you actually are?
I,
Or have you
I
seen
I
that?
don't know anybody like that. Like I don't know. It's like it just came over me one day. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
yeah, like just handling it in the chillest fashion, like
Wow. I will encourage y'all again, anybody who has not seen any of these videos, man, I'm telling you, go ahead and check it out. And this is going to be like you got a whole library of content for your kids when they go through stuff for real. They're like, wait a minute, daddy did a video on this. Think what he might say before I have to go tell him this. I love it. Now, when your children, do you think that there's anything that they could come to you with that might knock you off your square? Like, oh,
Mm, it's like I don't think so now. You know what I mean? Like because I did so much stuff in my past. You know what I mean? Like hearing it come from my kids is just gonna be like I won't necessarily say it's a matter of time, but it's like I'll be more prepared to deal with it because I know everything that I did, and I know it's probably gonna be some crazy things that's gonna come that I have to listen to, but I just sit my food and listen to it. Eat my food and listen to it.
I love that. Do you get any endorsements from those food companies?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, good. That's a plus, man. I'm like, I see
yeah.
some brands up in there. They better be breaking brother off.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, they got to.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I love that. And another thing I can't gloss over, I want to make sure I acknowledge your attitude of gratitude is so commendable. Just being appreciative of the people, your fans, your followers, who appreciate you and your content and your family's public exhibition of realness. Everybody does not put out, they'll put out one perception for social media, and then they're a whole different thing. But you all living out loud on display is so applaudable. And then on top of that, you have that gratitude, and that drives you. You don't like have that sense of expectancy. You're not projecting that. So I love that. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah, I just love to talk to good people. I don't think that there's enough people who have achieved success, especially social media. When social media propels somebody, boy, these folks get brand new sometimes. So you are a breath of fresh air. I can't say that.
Thank you. And I mean, it didn't just like happen overnight, you know, like I blew up before years ago, and I let it get to my head, and you know, pride go before the distraction, and it brought me all the way down, and you know, so a little bit before I blew up again, I'm gonna be honest, I don't mean to get too spiritual, but I asked God, universe, whatever you want to call it, like, Lord, let me blow up again. You know, I won't mess it up this time. And so
yeah, we got folks over here. Yeah.
Okay. Like, Lord, let me make it again. I won't blow up this time with the big head, none of this stuff. And so I just been like humble. I just been humble, you know, like I didn't even know he would answer it, you know. So he did his part, I gotta do my part. And now it's not even the like, oh, I gotta stay humble because of God gonna take it away. Like, no, it's like, you know, like how they have like the saying like guys be like overcompensating and stuff. Like before I was actually like famous and stuff, I was just always walking around like it and stuff, and just, you know, and now it's just like I don't gotta just be like, hey, look, I'm famous. It's just like I'm just chill about it now, you know. So it's not even a forcible being humble. I'm just like, you know, I'm just chilling. It's humility all around the board because I thought I was somebody then, but I only had 20,000 followers. Like, and now I actually got millions of followers, and it's just like, you know, it's cool. I know how it feels to be at the top and the bottom, you know, like, so.
That's that heart of gratitude, man. Your heart posture will determine everything else. Everything else. You can tell when a person is genuine. A lot of people who, and that's a scripture. I wish I could exactly quote which one. Everybody who calls my name ain't about this life. That's basically what Jesus said. Everybody who calls my name don't know me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's when your heart speaks that and exudes that says it all right there. Man. Now, anything that the people can follow and support coming up? You got any shows, any more movies coming out?
Oh yeah, we coming out with a reality show. So that's why it was funny that you was asking, you know, about my real life. Y'all gonna be able to see the crazy things and the terrible twos and Lord, this journey. I got kids of every age. Up to 12.
Up to 12.
But, yeah. We got a TV show.
Go to sleep a couple more times. That 12-year-old gonna be out the house on the college and whatever else he chooses to do.
Yeah, he gonna be 13 in a few more weeks. So
woo.
Yeah.
That time goes so fast. Now, are your children in the household with you?
6 of them are, and then the other 3 are in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you been following the video went crazy with Cam Newton and Dr. Bryant, and then talking about Nick Cannon with the men creating broken homes. Have you seen that?
I saw like clips of it, so I don't want to quote anything, but I kind of got like the gist of it. Like,
yeah. Do you have a weigh in on it at all? With the concept was the lady was kind of chastising Cam, saying that, because he said he wanted more children. He has 8, and he said he wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that is, what's your position on that? Creating broken homes if you're not in the home with that mother?
To each his own, and things like that. That's where money comes into play. You know, it's not a broke man sport. You can't do that. You ain't got no money. Like, I don't mean to be too black and white, but you can't be around here making all these babies. You can't
That's
take
not
care
a
of
broke
them.
man sport. In case y'all missed that, it's not a broke man sport.
You can't be doing that, man.
But you're not playing polo if you don't have the money to get no horse and all that. So don't go having a bunch of babies because Nick Cannon and Cam Newton did it. Okay?
Right.
Those are multimillionaires.
They can afford to buy them girls houses and make sure they pay 20-30K a month in child support. Like you asking your mom for $20 for gas. You can't do that, bro. Don't go do that. But as far as having children out of wedlock, my first 3, the ones who are in Atlanta, were made out of wedlock. So I do feel a way about creating children in broken homes, but I won't be like too opinionated on it, especially when I did it myself. But you gotta understand, we're humans. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
I didn't know that I wouldn't be with these people. You know what I mean? Like, and the rest of my kids, I had them by my wife. So, like if I had it a different way, I would have had them by one person. Like, a lot of people don't understand, when you make kids by different women, you dealing with a lot of different personalities, because how one woman you make a baby with and how that child act is not going to act like these other children. Because let's say you don't really like your baby mama like that, or she don't really like the father of her child. Like, they're going to have some real bad qualities, that they get from those parents, and that you got to deal with. That's why you got to make, if you can, make children by one person. So
wait. Most of the time it's because we don't wait and make sure that we are solid with our partner before we procreate. And I've been there, done that. I definitely, I'm in the choir, so the preaching came to me too. But again, my journey in motherhood, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I really would. It might have been challenges, but we all are who we are because of who we are and what we did. So
you seem like a good mom for sure.
I try. I might have been a little cray sometime, but we good.
Like
I have beautiful. I will say this: I do have beautiful relationships with my adult children. My youngest is 30, and 30? I love my babies.
You don't look like you have a 30-year-old. I swear to God. Like
35, 34, 32, and 30.
That's crazy. Good living. As Bernie Mac would say, good living. That's good living right there. For sure.
So all of you out there who want to give me some, skincare endorsements, I'll make your product look real good. Oh man. Well, it has been a pleasure. I'm not going to keep you, man. I appreciate your time so much. Anything in closing you want to tell the people, or where can they find you, follow you, support you?
Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me. Secondly, my message to the world: do what you love and don't stop until you make it come true. Cause, hey, that's it. Like, J Love out.
I can't say nothing else after that, y'all. This has been a pleasure. I had a good time. I learned some things, and I'm super duper inspired, man. I feel like anything is possible. Just 2 years ago, this man started this journey because his wife brought him a plate of food and he said, trust me, record. Oh, let me insert this. Ladies, actually trust your man. Trust and support. Okay. Couple million followers later and a whole career built out of one suggestion. I'm impressed. I'm inspired. I hope you are too. Y'all stay popping.